Hare Krishna. So, by the mercy of Sri Radha Madan Gopal, Sri Lalita Vishakha Sakhi, Sri Gaurnita, Srila Prabhupada, and Sri Gurudev, we are here with another new short poem which is based on Chaitanya Charitamrut Madhya Leela. So, I will first read the short poem as follows. Those who are always grateful makes everyone's life joyful. It is very short actually. Those who are always grateful makes everyone's life joyful. So this is taken from Madhya Leela, chapter 7, verse number 136. So I will read now the verse. वासुदेव नाम एक द्विज महाशय, सर्वांगे गलित कुष्ठ ताते कीड़ामय. Translation. There was also a Brahmana named Vasudev, who was a great person but was suffering from leprosy. Indeed, his body was filled with living worms. So I will take next shloka also. Angahaitie kida khasiya padaya, uthaye se kida rake se thaya. Although suffering from leprosy, the Brahmana Vasudeva was enlightened. As soon as one worm fell from his body, he would pick it up and place it back again in the same location. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was on the South India tour, he first went to Kurmadesh and he bestowed mercy on the Kurma Brahmana, and he then left from the Kurmadesh. And one person was there, Vasudeva was his name. He was a devotee of Lord Chaitanya, Lord Krishna, and he wanted to see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he visited Kurma Brahmana's house on the next day, but he came to know that Lord Chaitanya was not there. He already left that place. And he was crying because he didn't get the darshan of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And because of his intense crying, praying, Lord Chaitanya appeared there in front of him. And Lord Chaitanya embraced him. So he was very special soul actually. Why Lord Chaitanya came back after leaving the place, same place? Because the Vasudeva Brahman was a sincere devotee and he was grateful. He was, even though he was suffering from leprosy, and his leprosy was quite very serious. So in previous shloka, in shloka number 136, it is said that he was suffering so much and his whole body was filled with the worms. And he was not complaining to the Lord that I am practicing your bhakti, your devotional service, I am chanting your name, I am doing so much, but why I am suffering from leprosy? He didn't complain even in his mind also, okay, why I am suffering like this. And rather complaining, he used to pick up the worm which is fell from his body, and he would pick and place it back on the same location. So the worms are not on the any fruit or any vegetable or any tree, on any tree, but worms are eating his own body. But even though worms are eating his own body, he was not at all complaining or going to doctor taking any treatment that how should I get rid from all these worms and insect. And you are so terrible that nobody would like to come near to the Vasudeva Brahmana, because the worms and his appearance and the liquid oozing from his body was very horrifying and terrible. But see how he was grateful. He was grateful and he is picking the insect and placing the insect worm on the same spot. So this attitude of his attracted Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came back even though he left that place from Kurmadesh. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Krishna is attracted by how we are grateful. So all the devotees who are going through suffering, they never complain about why I am suffering. Rather than they think that because of Krishna's mercy, the suffering I am getting very less in proportion. Similarly, Kunti Maharani also and all other devotees, they always think that I am suffering because of my bad karma, my past bad activities, but because of Krishna's mercy, I am not getting so much difficulties in my life, so much suffering in my life. Why? Because of Krishna's interference. So this attitude of gratitude helps a devotee to progress on the path of devotional service. And those who are always complaining about the devotional service, about the devotees, about the person, about the situation, they will not make any progress in the devotional life. So that's why we should be always grateful. So gratefulness or attitude of gratitude is very important for a devotee. So what gratitude has the two benefits. One benefit is you become more conscious of what we have, and second, you connect with the person, human or divine, you feel grateful to. So Vasudeva Brahmana was, even though his body was filled with the worms, but he was not feeling any depression or any mentality of what we can say complaining mentality, and he was always connected with the Supreme. And that's why, because of this transcendental communication, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could sense that Vasudeva Vipra wants my darshan, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came back. The prayers of Vasudeva Vipra pulled back Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from going onwards. So that's why attitude of gratitude is very, very essential for our, not only for devotional life, but also in our day-to-day life. There is one research in medical field that gratitude helps us to reduce the stress. Gratitude also helps us to improve our mood. Then showing gratitude can make very optimistic. Sharing gratitude can improve our social bonds, and practicing gratitude can help our physical health also. So those who are grateful, they have higher energy levels, they are better, they are having good sleeps at night, and stronger immunity and ability to fight off the illness and infection. So this is the research paper published in the National Wide Children's, we can call, magazine. So those who are grateful, they are always emit a positive energy, and because of that emanating positive energy, the persons who are coming in contact with that person also feels joyful and happiness. But the person who is always complaining, always having some grudges, they always emit a negative energy, and nobody likes to come near them. So be always grateful, and those who are grateful, and their life become joyful, because Krishna personally intervenes in their life. And those who are not grateful, Krishna will not interfere in their life. So that's why gratefulness should be always there, where whatever situation it may be. Even in Brahma's space, Brahmaji says that Tathenu Kampa Sushamikshmano Bhunjana Evatma Krutam Vivakam Rutva Gobir Vidadham Namaste Jivetaye Mukti Padesa Dhaibhak. So those who are grateful, they tolerate any adverse situation in their life. Tattenu kampa sushumikshmano bhunjana evatma krutam vipakam. And consider that this the adverse situation come upon me because of my past bad karma. And thinking in this way, they always bow down to Sri Krishna. They perform devotional service with loving attitude. And by this practice, they achieve Vaikuntha or Golok Dham, the spiritual abode of Krishna. They become the rightfulness claim on Golok Vrindavan. So why this is? Because of only attitude of gratitude. So be grateful for any bad, or if you are grateful, then you will not feel any bad situation in our life or in your life, because those who are grateful, they always see the positive in everything. So gratefulness brings joyfulness. So remain grateful. So I will stop here. We will meet tomorrow with new short poem. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.